Well, good evening. It is October, I believe, the 22nd, and it is 11:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in what was a beautiful day here in the piney woods of East Texas, and it's turned out to be a magnificent night. I hope you're experiencing the same. As you can see on the screen here, really, that's it in a nutshell of what, if you decide to run with me, what I'm going to be talking about. But I wanted to share something with you. Is that one of the things that I'll be talking to people about, and is that what I'm trying to build is a mastermind group of millions of people all at the same time. And then once we get to know and feel each other, it's like a school of fish in the ocean. They all move and sync together, but we've got a long ways to go before we're like those fish in the ocean. But one of the people I'm linking up with, you might can hear something in the background. And by the way, remember, it's 11:15 p.m. Here Central Time, and Rex Bear of the Leak Project is doing a live show right now about a very, very powerful, powerful topic. Let me pause this, and I will show you. This is a very powerful show that this is going to be. I'm going to interrupt what I was going to probably be a complete layout to someone who's a layperson, what I'm up to, what I'm looking to do, the whole thing. And the bottom line is, if you're looking to accumulate, to make more money than you've ever thought in your entire life and help me save this country, just stand by and listen to what I've got to say. It's going to be a long journey, but listening to what Rex has got going on. This is Rex Bear here, and I was just moments ago thinking about him, fixing to start this video, and this is how what I call being in the river works. Listen to this show here that I'm going to go listen to it in its entirety in just a moment.
To spark you back to life. And Rex, if these, what I want to know is, are these individual organoids, I guess they're calling them, are they showing a tendency to want to coagulate and work together and like grow a bigger, stronger, better brain or better organoid?
Well, and then they were hooking them up to robots. They're hooking up to these ant robots, and they were seeing what they would do. And I'll share a blip of that article in a moment also. But
so they're literally hooking these brains up to robots.
Yes.
And the brains are running the robots.
Yes.
Do they tell us what they're doing?
Bits and pieces. Yeah, I mean, I'll find that excerpt here in just a moment because it's exciting and it's also kind of scary at the same time.
Just like you said at the beginning, what could possibly go wrong? Could you imagine if somebody spills the beaker, if they get hit by a meteorite or something and things get tipped over and all these things are running all over the ship and one of them gets out, and it could be like, keep with the 1966 Star Trek, the William Shatner horrible movie with the great big huge tarantulas. We could wind up with that, Rex, only great big huge open brain robot tarantulas.
That actually would be more of an upgrade than most towns and cities that I go to today. I would enjoy that more. You know, I would relate better to that.
The tarantulas might go through there and do $1 million worth of improvement.
So you can see this is going to be an interesting video. Now let me tell you something right here. If I had 100 people that was synced up with me and the way I'm thinking and the way things are going in the world today, and they also went, my God, this is going to be great. What are they talking about? It sounds like they're doing something with the brain where they're putting little nanobots in there and they all get together and they make your brain stronger. This stuff's happening to us, folks. Listen to me. We need to get together. We need to get a mind hive here so that we can vet things amongst each other. Now, this video that I'm watching here, hell, I'd give them a penny. I'd damn sure give them a penny for both of them sitting there, putting their effort into this, giving us this data. I'm sitting here on a Saturday night at damn near 11:30 Central Time. Damn right I'd give them a penny. Listen to these guys.
A human being that is impervious to the effects of the radiation up there in orbit or in low orbit, wherever the ISS is. So are they stronger to be able to go through the Van Allen belt to go deeper into the universe, deeper, faster, stronger?
That's what I'm talking about. You know, sitting here hiring a Georgia pine, I damn sure give them a penny on 11:30 at night on here in the Piney Woods, East Texas. Let me tell you something about these people. Love to see us come to town like that too. Guess what? If we had 1 million people that we synced up, and I know there's a lot of people out there that just like to sit on their ass and be able to make a living. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Well, these people right here, they're delivering damn good content. Damn good content. I just showed you some. I'm going to go listen to the rest of it here, and you can come over here. I'll hook up with me, and we'll do this together. Now, let me tell you, I watch it, you watch it. You might watch, hell, we can't all watch the same damn thing, and there's so much good stuff going on out there today that we need to know about. A lot of it's government stuff we need to be looking at together. People looking all over the place. We bring them into one spot, and we all swap lies, the lies we've heard out there, and we try to vet the truth out of all of it. This, what you're looking at on the screen, Rex delivers wonderful broad brush of content. I've got several of them that I listen to personally myself. I've got Clyde Lewis, powerful guy. Jimmy Church is great, real good connection to the people. Who else right off the top of my head? I listen a whole lot to John B. Wells. John B. Wells carries that spectrum of the Patriot side. We've got to focus on what's going on. There's some crazy shit going on that we need to know about. The problem is that people need to find out a foundation about how it really works, or how it used to work, and then what happened when the Fed came in, all of that. That Fed stuff is my arena. That's my passion. That's what I'm going to be talking about a lot. Rex is going to be talking about that and a whole lot more. Everything that we have come to put faith into, we're going to have to revet this thing, the whole kit and caboodle, because it's all been rigged in a means by which to corral us. Now, just hang with me. I couldn't believe it either. But my eyes are opening now to what's really going on. We need you too. We need your mind. Like these guys, listen to this. They're talking about working. They know about minds, the people up there, top side, the dark side. It's really the bankers, and it's the greed side inside of all of us. That we can't control the greed side, because, hey, everybody wants to get all those people that are getting free stuff. We want to stop all that, but wait till Tuesday, because you're getting yours on Monday. Hell, everybody wants to go to heaven, but just not right now. This thing has been so overinflated. There's going to have to be a day of reckoning, for God's sake. It can't keep on. Everything's going to have to be based on a fair exchange of value. I'm going to talk about all that kind of stuff. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this. You'll never know it, but I'm going to pause. I'm going to listen to the rest of Rex, and then I'm going to get into, after this moment here, you're at about the 10-minute mark. What you've heard up to this point, if you think it's worth hanging around a while, then consider you listen to this and got an interest in less than 10 minutes. Not every 10 minutes, double check me, but I might just keep on going. From way back, give you a whole orientation of what I'm doing, showing you how you can get slap silly rich if that's what you're in here for. But the only way that you're going to get to that point, is you're going to have a passion for something that you want to see that's going to be a change for the greater good of everybody. Okay? And it's going to have to be, we're having a real problem with the rule of law and things of that sort. You're going to have a burning desire inside that you came here before you even found out there's a way that you could make some money helping, because you're going to have to go into this putting all of your effort into sharing the message, just like the Friends of Paul Revere. And I probably will name this site or our group the Friends of Paul Revere. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to go out there sharing that message like Paul and him did, and I'm sure along the way someone would throw a chicken leg or something, a cooked one, at old Paul, and give him a little ale on the side, and that fortified him, and that's giving him a little tip. Hell, fire and brimstone, people. We could lob a penny at these folks right here on the screen, and 1,000 more that are doing videos out there on YouTube trying to give the truth out there, and they're demonetized, and let's help these people out. Cowboy up. I think that's what I'm going to name this whole deal. It's time for everybody to cowboy up. Down here in East Texas, what that means is time to get off your ass, quit being so lazy, and go do something. Nothing's going to change until something changes, and that means we've got to get up and take some action. And we're going to talk about a lot of that stuff. And yes, there's something in it for you more than you can even imagine. You don't have the capability at this point to really understand what I'm telling you. If you follow some instructions, you're in on this thing before it even starts. I haven't even started yet, so you need to listen up closely, understand what I'm talking about, so you can put wind in your wings. Because those people that catch on real quick, they're going to be on the house on the hill, because that's where they're going to need that much room. If that's what you're looking for. Myself, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking to win. All of that stuff, I've had that stuff before. You know, I'm up life's ladder a ways, and I want to do something to give back to help everybody out. And it's all going to be based on a fair exchange of value. And believe you me, your pennies count. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Rex is doing a good job. I'm going to listen up to this, and next time you hear my voice, it may be in 10 minutes, it may be in 2 hours, it may be in a day, but we're going to keep on going. Well, I'm back, and it wasn't that long of a time. If you're one of those that were listening to me do this Rex thing, let me turn it down. This is very interesting. This guy here that I'm looking at now, he evidently was some sort of really involved in the church or something along those lines. He knows a lot about the Bible, and but he's coming at it from a different angle. And this is the exact thing that what you're listening to now is going to be a blow by blow from the very sovereign moment of this project that we will probably end up being really well known for, a group called the Silent Supporters Society. We'll have many pathways in, and Friends of Paul Revere would be a good domain to have to attract the patriot side of this. It's all going to be about circling around our wagons around the means by which our hard work, very hard work, be it creative or by the sweat of our brow, that when we exchange that for whatever we were doing, we were thinking, and it was to make a sculpture, and then to know that sculpture would be of great value, that someone would see in the future at some point potentially, and then exchange the value that they have collected and stored in something called dollars or gold or what have you, and then y'all come together. Your stored energy that you created was you making that sculpture. Their stored energy, who knows where they got theirs at, but you come together and you make an exchange. That's basically what happens in life. But we've come to the point to where these people, in a very, very, I don't want to call it tier above us, they've just become extremely proficient at magic. Okay, that's all it is. And you can call it a conjure, a con game, whatever you want to make call it. You know, mind brainwashing, whatever. It's magic, and people are succumbing to it, myself included, because it's woven into the very fabric of our lives. A masterful plan that started with a gentleman. You'll see these videos I'm going to ask you to watch so that we're all on the same page. This is not a game. This is a deadly serious situation that we're in. The remainder of our journey here on this planet, and mine is a little ways up the rungs of life's ladder. I never thought that at this place in time that I would be talking about how to save this country, and specifically how to save people just like you or to help people just like you that know that you could be in a bad damn way if anything in your financial world got rattled. Now, what kind of damn help are you going to be if you're broke? Stone cold broke, like probably 80% of the people are that's listening to this. They're the ones that need this. By God, the meek can inherit the earth. But we got to get together and have a plan. Look at Rex. Oh, my God. Let's check in here.
Yeah, my other pair. I don't know what happened to my other pair. But, speaking of, like, what, you saw you watching the screen with these glasses on, right? Or, your blue blockers. I was like, man, what's that? You told me about it. I said, I got to get a pair of those. So,
they're amazing. And the best thing about asking yourself, would Rex do this? Should I do this? Would Rex do it? The answer is always, yeah, he would.
So here's the thing that I want to point out. It's going to be hard to for y'all to focus on this, isn't it? So let me do this. I'm going to pause that right there on that fella and not on Rex with his big glasses on. But listen. This is how we learn. It's hard for some people to learn some things when someone walks in an Italian suit, with their hair combed, they're in hair out of place. Right off Jump Street, when I see a guy whose hair is perfectly combed, shit, here we go. The president and the first man. Or whatever. Can you believe? Well, whatever. I've got a mission here, and the mission is this: is that we need to strengthen our citizenry, those that live here, the sane ones. We're seekers of sanity. I have that domain as well, seekers of sanity, and that's really what we're doing: is trying to get to a spot where you have something on your mind. Like, my God, what are they talking about when they're talking about this fractional, what? The Federal Reserve, what? What do you mean there's something bad in the vaccines? And I'm fixing to get little Susie and Ricky shots next week. You saying? So there's a lot of things that people have questions on. And I'll guarantee you, if you're not a real good researcher and can't go out there and dig, post your question in the near future. Listen to me. Post your question up there that you'd like to have answers to. When someone comes back, for God's sake, would you flip the people a penny for their effort? Yes or no? And if it's a no, hit the highway. You're not any help, because they put forth effort and work. And our culture we're going to teach in this new paradigm is going to be when you gain value from any source, be it a picture, an article, a video, something you read, a billboard that you saw. If you see that it was created by one of our membership, then you reciprocate with a small token of appreciation for the value that you gained. It could be as small as a damn penny. And that's no skin off anybody's nose. And so these are the kind of things that what you're listening to right now will be phase one. And I think I've gone about 7 more minutes on this section, which would mean that I'm coming up on that 8 to 10 minute mark. If in the first one and the second one you hadn't found something that you think will be interesting enough to listen to another 8 or 10 minutes, then hit the highway. Okay? Really, seriously, because you'll be of no help. But what's his name? Bodine, Jeff Bodine of Motel 6. He said, but we'll keep a light on because we do need you, but you're not ready yet. Here's the thing. If you, we've always heard this thing about it's better to give than to receive. Now, it takes a hell of a lot when you're stone cold broke and trying to make a decision whether you're going to get, some Spam and some crackers and stuff and make a steak out of it, or a 12-pack, or whatever, But I know the feeling, and so it's sick. If you're sick and tired of being in that kind of shape, we're starting on that next 8 minutes, and so hopefully some of you hanging around or came back. Now you can bookmark these things. Write down what minute marker you left, and you can see that minute marker. See my little gizmo here? Right here. See this thing you're running across there? And right now on this thing, it's live though, but I'm playing it back a little bit. This is at the negative 1 minute mark. I don't know what that means, but let's see where negative. What does that mean? Oh, I see. So we started it over here, 7 minutes into it kind of deal. Whatever. You can see where you're at. You can write it down and come back at some point in the future and pick it back up, for God's sake. You're going to catch on to the big drift of this. And now what I want to point out to you here is this it, I just didn't reach up and pull this off a tree. I've been working on this for about 10 years. It has been my objective to be able to show people that they can monetize their just waking up in the damn morning. I'm talking about just waking up in the damn morning. You can monetize that. What do you mean by monetize? Make money off you. You can make money off you. Okay? But you got to get your shit, you got to get your stuff into a position where other people can see it. Well, I've done figured that out, because no one's going to do what you ask them to do unless there's something in it for them. Have you ever noticed that? And so I've sit here and I've thought, I've thought every way in the world how I could get myself to stay interested enough and to go to another step and do something. And so this thing that we're going to do is going to compel people to give to other people. But you're going to have to, what this is designed to do is help those people on the front lines, those patriots out there in my genre, and those patriots out there that are trying to expose people and get them to watch the All Wars or Bankers Wars video on YouTube. That's going to be a criteria that we're going to have people watch that and several others so that they'll get versed on what we're asking them to do. Yes, this by being able to show us value, that means work. And what does that mean? Well, that means that all we're asking you to do is to catch your ass on fire and become a passionate advocate or what do they call them, activists, about making change. Once you do that, we see that you're doing that. You're going out and telling people, you need to watch these movies. You need to come to listen to a rambling talk about the basics. You need to get on board, make a commitment to us that you're going to learn how to give, whether it's give away a penny or 3,000 pennies, in a month's time. Give away a penny, whatever. Get entangled in your passion. We're not going to tell you which passion it's going to be. We're going to have different people that are going to come on in different genres. We're going to have a social platform called the Rabbit Hole Herald, or Friends of Paul Revere, or SOS, which stands for Seekers of Sanity. We're going to have a platform that looks just like Facebook, where instead of when you go in there and someone posts something great, like we're following Rex on YouTube, I put this up and I say, hey, Rex is doing a live show. What the hell is that? Rex is doing a live show right now over on YouTube. We could all go over and watch, and from your phone, whatever this cat's name is here, it's Mini Brains. Oh, it's not Mini. Former pastor in science. I don't know what his, anyway. It's alive. Scientists create mini brains in the lab. Anyway, whatever this guy's name is, if he was a member of our little society, we'll call it, again, the Silent Supporters Society. Makes a good logo. If you're a logo maker, holler at me. There's some value in it for you. Everything we do has value. Do not think that it doesn't. If we create a culture where, let's say that we create a little group and we all throw $5 or something into the kitty that's in your little account. We bust that up into pennies, except this time they're spelled Pennees. Pennies. And so we convert your worthless paper fiat money that come from the central banking system into our internal little pennies. And then when you see a video like this right here, and you know this cat's name right here, you like what he said, and you like what Rex is got going on. When Rex says something, he says something, or the other guy, whatever they're saying, or they're both. You could go to your phone, and you could go to look up Rex. He'd be logged in there, and flip Rex a penny, nickel, dime, quarter, for the value that you gain from sitting here. You might not be buying one of his caps, mugs, or T-shirts or what have you, but you're gaining value, people. And the problem is we're getting so damn educated out there. No one's doing a damn thing except getting more educated. Going to be a bunch of educated, starving to death people if you don't wake up and smell the roses. We got to have a plan here. We got to have a plan here where you can cash flow. And right now, what we need is a bunch of minds. I need 1 million plus minds. Because we get 1 million plus minds, and all we do is teach people how to critically think, use logic and discernment, and then we post topics, and people come in, they give their comments on it on the Rabbit Hole Herald, and we all can vote on them. Except when we vote on these things now, we are giving them value. We're recognizing their value, and it could turn into some serious jingle. Are you catching my drift now, anybody? Let me take me a break. I'm going to go burn some midnight oil. Be right back. All right, I'm back. It's now Wednesday, October the 23rd. It is 12:40 a.m. here in the deep, dark, piney woods of East Texas. Rex had a great show. I want y'all to go over and get familiar with Rex. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. He is going to be one of the people that's going to be delivering content for you and all of yours that you can comment on. If you comment on something and it sounds real good, your comment's got some value, you might make yourself a little jingle in your pocket, and it could require a big pocket. We get a bunch of people together. If you're starting to catch on to what I'm doing here, we're going to pull this off ourselves. We the people. We can think. We're humans. And I'm going to try to give you the information that I've received, that I consider it to be my truth now. And as long as we have ethics and we are researching and we're sharing our stories, really what I'm doing now is sharing my story with you. I've learned something. I have a very good program that can be analyzed by anybody to see if it's logical, legal, and lucrative. And if all those things meet and at the same time helps everybody and saves our damn country, what in the world could be a better passion to have than that? You please tell me. And no one's telling you to do anything. You're not buying anything. We're selling our freedom. We're selling our freedom, not mean giving it away. We're selling the means by which to gain back our sovereignty and our freedom to a degree, and then we keep pressing forward, just like they're pressing forward to take that away from us. And it's being so subtly done, very few people are catching on. But once you start hearing this from your peers and your fellow silent supporters, your fellow friends of Paul Revere, those people, if you happen to be in the, believe it or not, UFO disclosure world, those people, we can start a genre. Jimmy Church is on top of that, very, very deep. Clyde Lewis is into that to a degree. And if you have the Patriot side, there's John B. Wells, there's Spooky, there's Dan Bongino. There's thousands of people that we can support, but they're not getting any help, and we're not entangling as a group to where we could send, if we have 1 million people and we need to know what's the real story going on in South Chicago, or what's the real thing that broke loose at Broken Bow or wherever. And we could have enough people, they could get their eyes and their ears down there, their cell phones, they come back to the rabbit hole, and they let us know firsthand from our members. This is straight from the horse's mouth. Their rendition, their story of what they actually saw. That's going to carry great value to me. I would consider it worth a penny, nickel, dime, or a quarter based on what I feel about it. You should do the same damn thing. And like with Rex, we can send Rex all over the damn globe looking for data. This is going to be a game changer, people. Wake up and smell the roses. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to spend 32 minutes and I'm going to watch this deal from Dave over here at X22 Report. Come to Dave's. Subscribe to Dave. It shows I am subscribed. If I was to click on it, it would say unsubscribe. It'd be red. This is where you're going to see if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you're going to see one of these red deals just like that down below my little yellow thing going on. You hit it just like I'm going to do Dave's, and then you hit the little button there, and it lets you know all of those things that are going to be, every time he posts something up, I will be notified. Okay, that's how that works, and we learn. And then you come in, you watch these. If this is your genre, or if you're watching one of Dan Whittington's videos or lectures about what he feels about the chemtrails and our air quality in that genre, you bring it to the rabbit hole. We can have a whole group of people, just like be our own human, live, real time, most powerful computer ever if we sync up. Are you getting the big picture here, people? I'm going to close this video out for now, and I'm going to post it up. And if you found this interesting, then you come back and get some more. In about a very short while, 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to have this platform up that I'm going to be introducing to the world. I'm going to give this platform to the world, and so that people can get empowered. They can get jingle in their pocket. They can get an education about what's really going on. And for God's sake, they become a real friend of Paul Revere and go spread the word and get other people committed to doing the same thing. I'm not asking you to do anything except to support the people. You're currently sitting on the couch, sitting there watching them, listening. You're learning a lot, but you're not putting any gas in the gas tank. Let's get together, people. We can do this. Remember, once a person who has been honestly mistaken all of their life learns the truth, they either cease to be mistaken or they cease to be honest. What say you? Go out tomorrow, create yourself a wonder-filled day. It is by choice. This is Ramblin' Randy, a.k.a. Jedi One. We down.